Hello YouTube, welcome to another GTA Online video. Today in this video I'm going to tell you the best businesses to own in GTA Online for 2021, and to obviously let you know, and to obviously tell you which businesses are beneficial and the ones which are not beneficial. And we'll see which ones will obviously make you the most amount of money and make you a millionaire in absolute no time at all. So, first up, bear in mind this is also for actual beginners as well, who've obviously only just got GTA, even though GTA has been out for about 7 years now. And obviously still trying to figure out ways of how to obviously make money, and possibly the ones who are obviously struggling to make money also. Bear in mind what I'm also about to say is obviously some of these businesses do obviously require more than actual one person to obviously help you do the actual sell missions, but obviously in the long run it actually is beneficial, and obviously you get say for instance you actually sell the business of the actual produce what you obviously have, then obviously that way you will get 100% of the actual produce you basically have that business has obviously produced. So first up, is possibly let's go with Bunker first. First up is Bunker. Bunker is one of the best businesses to definitely own, based on the fact of it's obviously passive income, so no matter what you do, as long as you keep supplying it, you always actually make money no matter what. Up to about a million every single time. So one way of actually making quite a lot of money every single time, because obviously it's passive income, so as long as you keep obviously supplying it with supplies, then you have literally no problem whatsoever. The only downside to it is the fact of how you need more people, up to about, you don't need a huge amount of people, but you just need about 2 people to obviously do it, because obviously you do get, I think it's about 3 formal vehicles to obviously deliver. But sometimes Rockstar obviously do make it in a way that you actually can make it in a way of because normally you get like normally the actual insurgent vehicles, insurgent pickups. So normally you get around 3 of them, or you actually get the actual big lorries, which you normally get around 2 of them, or you get like the actual buggies, which are, where are they? Where's the buggies? Which are the most terrible things to actually use. If you get a sell mission and you're basically selling the actual produce from the actual bunker, these are the worst. You actually get these vehicles, and these vehicles are terrible because you get 4 of them and you have to make every single delivery, and otherwise you end up losing a ton of money based on the fact of them. So not the best vehicle. However, there is a way of actually saving yourself a lot of time. You do lose a little bit of produce, but not too much. But best advice, back out the lobby, find a new session, start the mission again, or yes, you lose not a huge amount of produce, and then it will actually select a new type of sell mission. And that way you won't have to sell with those vehicles, you'll sell with a totally different vehicle, and obviously, yeah, so either way you still make a bit of money, and obviously it's not going to be huge amount of money lost, but you still make quite a decent amount of money. So you got the actual buggy, which is one of the actual sale mission vehicles, as well as, where's the other one? You also get another one. You also get 3 of these vehicles as well to obviously sell. These ones are actually slightly more easier actually because they're more armoured, so you don't really have to worry about getting attacked. Unfortunately, the windows aren't entirely bulletproof, so well. But apart from that, actually, the insurgent pickup, which obviously is actually one of the vehicles sale vehicles. Which will come out in a minute. Which is one of the actual sale vehicles from the actual gun running update, and to do with the actual sale missions as well. So you'll be safe up to a point. But like I said, the vehicles aren't entirely bulletproof, so you will obviously get shot. So obviously, if you are doing a sale mission and you're driving down the road, make sure you press X to obviously put your head down, and you'll actually be able to take a bit of cover when you're actually doing that sale mission as well, which obviously will help you out a lot. Because the APCs will obviously be trying to actually kill you, because obviously they don't want to sell the actual produce. So yeah. The next vehicle, which was also involved in the actual gun running sale mission update, is, let's see if I can find it. Oh, monster trucks. Well, I'll just call it a monster truck because it actually is a monster truck. But yeah, you also get 3 of these as well, which you have to go all over the map based on the fact of going to all types of different locations. Not too bad, but at the same time it is a bit annoying because you have to kind of balance your weight on it, so not too bad. Well, you have to kind of balance the vehicle, and if you don't entirely balance it properly, then you'll literally roll down hills and we won't get very far. So yeah. Alright, next business. So that's the gun running update. That's the gun running DLC, which is quite profitable. Next one is the another business which also came out quite a few years ago, but still quite profitable. It's a bit long though. I will be honest. It is a long process. Because there is actually a way that you are able to make $850,000 every time per time on the one condition, based on the fact of you have to basically get all 50, that's it, 50 narcotics, which is like the weed, well, but mostly the weed, and I think I'm not sure if it's the that's narcotics, and it's also, what's the other one? I think it might be jewelry. I know it's one of the two, but I think it's both of them. But if you get 50 of them, you can make up to, you get the actual annual bonus, which is about $850,000. So if you get a full warehouse of 50 narcotics or 50 of jewelry, you can get a bonus of $850,000, which is quite profitable, but at the same time a bit of a long process. So in my honest opinion, not a bad business, but at the same time a bit of a grind. But obviously still feel free, obviously give it a go, obviously, because you will make a ton of money out of it. So quite good. Obviously, yes, you also do need multiple people as well at the same time. You can obviously do it with 2 people, but the more the merrier. But still, obviously, if you're in the solo lobby, you still obviously can also make a bit more money as well, because obviously you get a bonus by obviously doing it in a solo lobby. So That's business number 2, which is also quite profitable. Now, the next one, which I'm also going to involve as an actual business, because it does involve obviously making money, is the Caillou Freako heist. Now, this DLC, which Rockstar recently added into the game, as much as it isn't entirely an actual business itself, well, it kind of is in some way, but it's actual heist, but it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit of both then. Is another way of actually making even more money, up to about $1 million every single time, depending if you do it solo or if you do it with friends. But either way, you can't go wrong. If anything, I would actually trade the actual Caillou Freako heist. I'd actually recommend the actual Caillou Freako heist. Definitely the must-have heist out of the actual Diamond Casino heist, because it's just so much easier. Like, the actual Diamond Casino heist was good, but at the same time, it's just a long process. And this Caillou Freako heist is definitely the most easiest ways to make money. One of the best ideas Rockstar have ever came out with. So this is another business I would definitely recommend you literally do. Definitely. So that one is that one. And then the next one I'm also going to recommend. No, I don't want that. I don't want my camera. Oh yes. Next one I'm going to recommend is. See if I can find it. No, where is it? And then the next one, which people don't seem to use that much. Well, they do, but not as often. Let me go in my helicopter. There we go. We're going to find it. There we go. Right. Yeah, so that's 3 businesses down, and we've still got a few other businesses which I would also recommend you obviously get as well, which will actually, especially if you're only just starting out as well, like if you're just starting out, then obviously this is one of it. Types of businesses I'll definitely also recommend you definitely get involved with is the MC businesses, which I'm going to right now, which obviously, yes, you do obviously need more than one person to obviously help you sell, but at the same time it's still profitable and you still make a ton load of money as well. So either way, it's one of those little ones I would actually recommend and actually definitely advise you to obviously get as well. Because obviously it's passive income, and obviously passive income means you're always going to get, as long as you've got people and you've got friends that buy you, to obviously, well, a good set of friends to obviously help you out and aren't going to be selfish, and you know, which you do get, I'm not going to lie, you do get. So MC businesses, another idea of obviously getting, well, another idea of making money. And one of the businesses to definitely own in GTA Online if you do not own already, based on the fact of its passive income, and you make a ton load of money as well, especially if you get the right setup as well. We can get to my actual businesses now. So let's go. Right. Now, MC businesses, quite decent, quite good. Oh, would have actually changed my organisation, that would help. Okay, change of business. Okay, right, MC businesses. One of the best number ways of actually making money, especially if you're actually doing other things as well, like heists and all that stuff. But give an example. Best businesses to own, and this is my honest opinion on the businesses out of the MC businesses to basically own and definitely invest purchasing. Now I also say the actual businesses do not own. Excellent example. Two most profitable businesses you can actually own out of the MC businesses is methamphetamines and cocaine. Cocaine sells for up to 420 grand every time you do a sale. Obviously it's not a million, but 420 grand. Yeah, 420 grand per time per sale. Very profitable, quite decent. Definitely one to I'd definitely recommend you get, definitely, because it will actually you'll basically be earning your money. Also at the same time, very pricey, but don't worry, because you'll make that back in no time whatsoever. So don't worry about that. Next up, methamphetamines. Methamphetamines, another business which is also very profitable. Can sell up to $467,000. Very decent. Yes, again, yet again, very expensive. But at the same time, yes, the price may be a bit daunting, but at the same time, you make that money back in no time whatsoever, so you don't have to worry about that too much, because obviously the money you actually make from the actual businesses, you'll literally be making in so much money, you won't have to worry about paying out that much money for that, because you'll basically earn it back in no time. So yeah, so that's another business which I recommend, which is also one of the actual best businesses to also own out of the actual MC businesses. Not to mention when Rockstar actually also do like the actual bonus business weeks as well, which you make a ton load of money out of them. Oh, ton load. You have a good few million in your bank account, put it that way. Next up, Counterfeit Cash. Quite decent. Quite cheap to some extent. Pays out up to $294,000 every time you make a sale mission. So not a huge amount of money, but quite decent. And that's every single time as well. So you're looking at 294 grand every single time you actually sell the Counterfeit Cash Factory. But that ranges, that will obviously change when obviously Rockstar do another business week or business bonus week. So obviously keep your eyes out for that, because obviously Rockstar do them on occasionally a basis, because they always seem to do the actual bonus event weeks on a Thursday. So obviously keep track on that. Also feel free to obviously check the actual Rockstar Newswire as well to be updated of all the latest events which are going on in GTA Online as well. So just obviously keep your eyes out for that, because you never. The one thing is you never know when Rockstar what they will actually come out with next when the next week comes. So they do tend to surprise us with the actual event week sometimes. So just keep your eyes out for that. Next up, I would recommend you also get yourself a weed farm. Obviously it's not the most, you make a bit of money out of it, but not a huge amount, but it's actually quite decent. Obviously you make up to $252,000 out of this one, the actual weed business. So quite profitable in some way. Also profitable, especially if you actually make, especially in the actual event weeks as well. So you do make quite a bit of money. As a matter of fact, you actually do make normally, and this is normally because it does change. From the actual cocaine lockup, normally you make about $850,000, or between $850,000 and up to about $700 when there's a bonus event week as well. So you do actually make quite a decent amount of money, especially that. That's why I would recommend you definitely own all these businesses, because when you'd actually get an actual event week, you will literally make a ton load of money. So that's why I would recommend you get them. Saying that, there's one business I do recommend you do not get, and that is document forgery. Now, don't get me wrong, yes, it is an actual business and you do make money, but for the money you actually make from this business, it's really not worth your time. And that's just my honest opinion. If anything, it is one of the worst purchases I actually ever made, because you just don't make as much money as all the other businesses. So I would recommend you do not buy this business, because it does not pay well. So yeah, just don't waste your time with this, because no, not worth it. So yeah, especially if you're just starting out, do not, under no circumstances, buy that one. Don't buy that one. No. I'll even put an actual cost down it, or try and put a cost like that. There you go. No. So yeah. Apart from that, you do actually make quite a decent amount of money. There's actually one more thing I just want to show you as well, which obviously is one of the actual other things which is actually quite good as well. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, yeah. So that's not. But as you can see, that is how much money you can actually make from this actual business alone. Total earnings. Obviously, there are actually people out there who have actually made more money than obviously me on their actual businesses, but this is just me in general. But you do make quite a ton load of money, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, so I definitely recommend you invest, get in these businesses, because you will make a ton load of money in no time at all. So yeah, and just before I go, there is one more business which I do want to actually recommend you also own as well, which will actually be quite good for you to obviously own as well. And it's actually quite a good one actually. I actually use it occasionally as well, which obviously it's not a huge amount, but it does actually help out. Where's my oh, you got to be joking me. Okay, CEO, vehicle. No, I don't want that. Just wasting my ghost organisation now. Oh well, never mind. Right, next business. Is import export, one of the best DLCs they actually added into the game, which is also quite very profitable. You can make up to about 65 grand, well, 65 grand up to 100 grand, and there's another one as well, which I will be showing you, but you make a ton of money in no time whatsoever. So, but I'll basically show you that, as I'm literally making my way there now, and yeah, I'll give you a bit of an idea. But yeah. But yeah, especially like, say for instance you've basically just done a heist, right, and you're looking for new ways of obviously making money, and you just want to keep a bit of money coming in. Well, basically, one of the bonus things with the actual import-export business is based on the fact of, obviously, yes, there's a time limit, so you can only sell one vehicle per time, but you do make quite a decent amount of money out of it, especially if you sell just the only top range vehicles first, which they sell for about 100 grand per time. So let's see, if you've got four top range vehicles in your actual vehicle warehouse, that's about 400 grand just sitting in your actual bank account, just based on the fact of you selling 4 top range vehicles from your import-export garage alone. Also, we'll obviously show you that how much this actual vehicle export garage actually costs. But yeah, definitely one of those vehicle businesses I would definitely invest your money in as well, because obviously it is actually, you know, quite profitable, especially if you're only just starting out. Because you obviously, when you start out, you don't have that much money. But so this is the actual garage, import-export garage, and basically you can have up to 40 cars in this garage. 40 alone. Only 40. You can't have any more than 40. And then once you actually have this, you can basically source as many vehicles as you want. And then you basically, unfortunately, it is one of those ones which you have to be a CEO member in order to basically have one. That's the only way you can actually do it. So let's give you an example. Say for instance you want to import this vehicle. Then you've got two options. You've got options. You've got sell as private, showroom, specialist dealer. Now, the two options I would recommend you basically get for someone who's obviously only recently starting out on GTA Online is only sell these two. So only sell showroom and specialist dealer, because if you're only just starting out, you're not going to have that much money. And the last thing you want to do is you want to literally make it profitable for you, who's only just starting out. But obviously you can obviously decide on what you actually want to what option you choose to go for. But I would recommend showroom and specialist dealer, because that way you make the most amount of money possible. Private's not too bad, but 40 grand. Now I would actually go the long way and actually think, 100 grand. But I'll give you an idea. Obviously, yeah, I'll give you an idea, and then once I actually give you an idea, I'll basically go and show you how much the actual business costs. So basically, you have your options. You basically have remove tracker. Obviously, change the number plate. Obviously, up to you.
Your own personal
Respray. You don't nothing too fancy. Bear in mind, you do obviously have a time limit in the actual right-hand corner. So obviously, just bearing that in mind. But you can obviously make the vehicle up to your standard, or how you would like to sell it to the actual your actual customer. I'll actually go for that one actually. Yeah, not really nice one. And you got the side colour. Not too bad. That actually looks nice. Yeah, that's nice. That looks real nice. Obviously, yes, it is free to obviously do, because obviously you have to pay a certain amount of money to obviously do the actual customizations options. Yeah, and then it's done.
Look at that finish.
Bodywork done good. Yeah, that's nice. Lights. Nothing, you don't have to be too fancy with it. Obviously, you know, it's just obviously just to make the car look nice, look a bit presentable. Mirrors, liveries,
Looking good.
wheels. Yeah, you just want to just make the actual car look a bit more stylish, so you can just drive in style. Not too bad. No, I'm not happy with that. Sport. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. Tyres, no. And then yeah, then once you've done that, you basically take it to the dealer. Obviously being careful, because obviously you are limited to, if you do crash you will obviously take damage, and that will take...
Okay, after what we put into this one, we don't want it to go wrong. Take the car to the sale, and if another crew comes after it, do everything you can to stop them.
Will take obviously money off the actual car value, but also look out for APCs, because APCs will obviously, not all the time, but they will obviously come after you. So just look out for them. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, so obviously keep your eyes out. I do recommend that you do actually take them out, the APCs, if they are chasing you, because they will all, because otherwise they will obviously will just obviously make you lose money on your actual car, and especially if you're just starting out. Obviously you want to make as much money as possible. You're not going to have that much money to begin with, so you know you want to make the most of it. So yeah. But yeah, you just basically drive to the actual dealer, carefully, of course. Oh, watch out for actual other cars, APCs, because they literally like to get in your way as well. So obviously be careful of them, because occasionally I've actually had some sale missions where literally I've actually had like that. APCs literally driving right in front of you. So just be careful of that. Bear in mind, the more actual import-export you actually do, the more you actually get very familiar with actually the actual locations of actual where the actual vehicle actually is going to be actually going, all over the map. So the more you do it, the more you actually get a very good idea of where the actual vehicle is actually going to be sold to. So the more you do it, the more you get used to all the actual locations. So yeah. So just keep driving, carefully of course. See what I mean by APCs? That car almost actually crashed into me. Doesn't have one on the other side of the road though, does it? Ah! But anyway, moving on. So yeah. You just obviously keep taking it to the actual dealer. Not to mention, the more people you actually have doing this as well, the more money you actually make. So if you actually had, if you and your friend had a vehicle like this, and you sold both of them for top range, that would be about 200 grand in your actual bank account. Obviously you get even more as well, because obviously you're up there, that your vehicles which you sourced. But yeah, just like that. So yeah, and that's how you do it. Associates, accessories, no, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one. There you go. Right. And then just before I go...
Well done.
Now once you've done that, then you basically, you can obviously, there's a cooldown period, so you have to wait, but this means you can do other things in the space of that time. So you can do a bit of your other businesses, or you can do other things, cause a bit of trouble. Yeah, it's basically up to you, basically, but what you choose to do. But that's just a few examples. Right, before I go, I'm just going to show you how much the actual import-export garage is. Yeah, go from there. Once you get an idea of the actual methods in this actual game, you actually make a ton load of money, and actually you won't have to worry about too much money anymore. And I'll just basically back. So yeah, don't. Oh, she's coughing. Damn. Anyway, unfortunately, you can't access it on the actual website, so you have to literally go to the actual Mazbank Tower in order to access the actual bits. Like that's that. You can't access it from the actual website on your actual phone. You have to basically go to Mazbank Tower or your CEO office, where it happens to be, in order to access it. And go on the actual computer, and then you go on import export, vehicle warehouses. Obviously they're dotted all over the city. There they are, all of them. Obviously my current value of my actual vehicles are $640,000, so quite decent. Obviously, like I said, it can hold up to 40 vehicles, but at the same time, it's still pricey at the same time, but you do make a ton of money. Like I said, very pricey, but you do make quite a decent amount of money, so it can't go wrong. And yeah, so that is the import-export garages, which are actually quite profitable. Yeah, so I hope this video was useful. If it is, drop it a like, smash the like button, and also subscribe if you'd like to see more videos and content like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, game on, and yeah, see you in the next one.